Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Thursday night, man. Doing double duty today, man. Did around the league earlier for about an hour and a half. Needed to take a little break from that and then come in here and kick with y'all a little bit tonight to talk about the Lakers game tomorrow night against the Phonenix Suns in Phoenix, in a game in which we suspect that all three Phoenix stars will be ready and willing to suit up and play against the Lakers. And that's the case. And being, what we saw in Houston and AD still not sure he's going to play. I don't know if we get this one, y'all. I really don't want to go down 3-6, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get this one. So I'm curious to get the pulse of the room. Curious to get the pulse in the room here as you're coming into the chat, as you're coming in. Please give me a 1 in the chat if you think the Lakers have a shot at winning this game, and put a 2 in the chat if you think the Lakers have no shot at winning this game tomorrow night against the Phonenix Suns, in a game, like I said, that Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant are all three expected to play. So a 1 in the chat if you think we got a chance, and a 2 if we think we don't got a chance. So let's shout out people coming in real quick before I'll get through these real quick. Go James, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you. Chris, appreciate you. KD, yo, what's up with you? Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you. Eric Kwan, what up? What up? Let's see. KD, like I said, what up? What up? Eric Kwan said 50-50 game. That's interesting, man. So we got it at 1.5. Is everyone back? Is everyone back for Suns tomorrow? Yep. All three playing tomorrow, Chris. All three of them are playing tomorrow. Jamari, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you. The Suns are a rise. 7th best 3-point shooting team. The Lakers need to contest shots. Yeah. But Jamari, the Lakers seem to be giving up threes to everyone, and the Lakers can't shoot threes to save their lives. So if that's the case, and he said the Suns are 7th best, with the Lakers being the worst, if the Lakers continue to try to match the amount of shots that the opponents are taking who shoot them better, that usually means a long and ugly night for the Lakers, man. So KD got a 1.5. Chris got a 1. Okay, there's some confidence here. Confident. Okay, Fee747, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. With a 1, okay. Eric Kwan with a 1, okay. Let's see. The Lakers will win tomorrow. So that's a 1 spelled out in long form. Got you. What up, Festo? Thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. Now you've been pretty spot on here picking the games, Caste. So let me know what you think. What's going to happen tomorrow? They got a chance or they don't got a chance? Lakers 1973. What's good with you? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about tomorrow night. I'm a little worried about tomorrow night, considering what happened in Houston. I thought the Lakers were going to come out more ready to play in that game. LeBron had a little media spat going on. It was Dylan Brooks. There was a lot of things that led to what I thought would have been high energy for LeBron James and the Lakers who played. And we've been asking for Christian Wood to start. He laid an egg, 0 for 1, no points. Granted, we've been asking for him to start alongside AD. Which AD obviously didn't play. So I'm not saying, I told you so. That's not what I'm saying. And to be fair, I also haven't been one of the ones screaming for him to start. So I don't want to take credit for that either. But I know a lot of people that wanted him to start. He got his chance tomorrow, just didn't really deliver. But he didn't get to play with AD. So got to be fair about that. To Tran, hey, yo, thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. Knowledge Bone, what's going on, my brother? Hope you're having a good night, man. Jeff going to be eating heavy this week. Man, I low-key almost eat heavy every week, man. I got to chill, man. Craig, thank you for pulling up. Hello to you as well. Appreciate you. Red Matrix said 2. No confidence, no chance. If you're just coming in, put a 1 in the chat if you think the Lakers have a chance tomorrow, and put a 2 in the chat if you think the Lakers do not have a chance tomorrow. Trying to read the room here and see what y'all think what the chances are tomorrow. If AD is playing, we got a chance. Yeah, that's fair. LeBron loves to play against KD. He will show up tomorrow. I'm not going to, argue that. But is everyone else going to show up tomorrow? Is D'Lo going to show up tomorrow? Is Austin Reeves going to show up tomorrow? Is Christian Wood going to show up tomorrow? Will Rui build off that great game he had individually against Houston? Like, are these things? Is Taurean Prince going to refine his shot? Like, are these guys gonna play tomorrow? And who's the other big out there to play with them? So, some questions. The whole team's needed a wake up call. Absolutely, Eric, you're 100% correct. 100% correct. Festo said that's an L tomorrow. Okay, I think a lot of people are feeling that way right now. Hopefully, hey, Giovanni, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you. Hopefully, Lakers win tomorrow and play better. Go Lakers. Hopefully, man, and I hope they left that bad defense in Houston. Hope they led that bad defense in Miami, and I hope they left that bad defense in Orlando. I hope their defense that has not shown up much this season shows up tomorrow night in Phoenix, man. It would be a welcome surprise. Lakers will come out banging points. They'll win. Okay, Caste. Okay. Let's see. You've been picking the ones we thought were gonna win as losses and picking the ones people think are gonna lose as a win. So let's see. I bet AD won't play. If the other Suns play, we'll lose. I think the other Suns are all playing. From last I saw, they were all playing. Is it me or does Austin play himself when big games come up? Austin, man, I just can't get a read on him. I thought he was turning the corner, and he did not have a great game the other night. Very interested to see how he plays out there tomorrow. National TV game, I believe. And it's Braun, it's KD, it's Lakers, it's Suns, it's box office, it's Friday night. And like I said, I think it's the ESPN game. Man, it's the Lakers need to not get embarrassed on national television tomorrow. They need to represent that purple and gold correctly, do things right, get out there and bring that effort. If we take a L, we take the L. But come on, don't embarrass us, family. Get out there and represent us, represent Laker Nation proudly. Because we need this win tomorrow desperately, guys. So come on, Lakers. We need you. We need you to come through tomorrow for us one time. If Braun would have had some legit help, Brooks would have been a non-factor. Brooks really didn't play great yesterday. That's the part. Like Brooks didn't even really do much yesterday. He was in foul trouble. Last I saw, he had 5 points and 4 fouls. I'm not sure what he ended up with after the fact, but he did not have that great of a game yesterday. Reeves need a bench roll to wake him up and be more fresh. They do got to break up that backcourt, Eric. They cannot be starting those guys anymore. D'Lo and Austin Reeves starting together is just disastrous. It's not going to work. It has not worked. It's one of the lowest rated lineups in the league, worst starting lineup in the league. They need to get that right. I don't know what they're waiting for. I understand Vincent is out, but it's the reason we continue to get down 12 in the first quarter is because they're minus 17 as a starting unit with those two on the floor. And it's no secret why we go double digit down and after a couple minutes in the first quarter of every single game. So they got to get that right, man. They definitely got to get that right, like ASAP. I'm with you 100. They need to break up that backcourt. They have to. And I understand we don't have Gabe Vincent. I know that. But they need to do something about that. It's just not working. At this point, I don't really care if they sit Reeves or D'Lo to start the game. I don't care. Just one of them have to sit. One of them has to sit, and then put anyone in there at this point. Put if it's Cam, put Cam in. If it's Christie, put Christie in. Put Max Lewis in there. I don't care. Put Fudge in there. I don't care. I don't care. Go to Home Depot. Shout out one of the homies in the parking lot. Sign him up. Put him in the starting lineup. I don't care. Just break up the D'Lo and Austin Reeves starting lineup until we got all of our guys back and we have reinforcements off the bench. We got to do that. Yo, Jeff, what would a Laker trade package look like if they do something in December for somebody, maybe a DeMar or Marcus Smart? Depending on who the player is, it's going to be D'Lo and some other parts. So DeMar, I think, is $28 million. So you'd probably have to do like along the lines of like a D'Lo. You'd have to do a D'Lo, probably a JHS. And you might be able to. I gotta look at the numbers here. I'll pull it up. But Bleacher Report broke down some potential trades where they mentioned that it could be like I think it was I'll double check this, but D'Lo, Rui, and JHS for DeMar, Caruso, and Drummond. And I've been saying that I think that Caruso and Drummond. I've been saying this for a while now that I think the Lakers have their eye on them and are going to target them heavy. Now, you want to throw DeMar in there, and you have to add Rui to that. Are you guys comfortable with that? So I'm gonna tell you what the Bleacher Report one said today. It was D'Lo, Rui, and JHS for or Prince, one of those two, for Caruso, Drummond, and DeMar DeRozan. Put a 1 in the chat if you're rocking that. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not. And if you're putting a 1, tell me why. If you're putting a 2, tell me why. Now, Marcus Smart makes more money than I have to look that up, but it would be somewhere along the lines of like a D'Lo and probably a Rui and something like that to get into the range of a Marcus Smart. But Marcus Smart, I would love it to happen. I just don't think he's going to become available. He might, but I think I think Memphis got him for the long haul to try to pair him with Ja to be a mentor and like a vet to Ja. I'd be surprised if they moved him this season. The Lakers has the most predictable offense. They need ball movement. Yeah, it's pretty much just dribble, one pass and shoot, or the one person brings it up and shoots. If it goes into the post, they kind of just hold it for a minute, pass it out. No passing out a double team when it's AD. It's the most predictive and boring and ridiculous offense in the league by far. Do you think Castleton is too raw to play at this stage? I do. I don't think he belongs in an NBA game unless they're getting blown out by 20. He should probably go to the G League for at least a season, I think. Jay Lloyd, thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. It's best if Reeves comes off the bench. He don't have an ego, and D'Lo's a starter. Yeah, I've said that often too. That I think that I think Reeves plays the same whether he's coming off the bench or he starts. I don't think there's a difference there. D'Lo, you might damage him by putting him to the bench. While I don't mind Austin Reeves doing playmaking and playing the point in the starting role for that simple fact that I think that he can handle the demotion better than D'Lo, it's probably why I would do that. And D'Lo is also in a contract year where Reeves is not. Co-sign that. So you would do that deal, huh? Sign Jeff to a 10-day. We may play worse, man. You sign me. That might not be a good idea. It's going to be messed up for show because look at Austin and D'Lo both as starters and maybe too stubborn to pull one of them. Yeah, he needs to pull one of them, Chris. Absolutely needs to pull one of them because it's not working and they got that worst net rating in the league, point differential in the league among starters. It's bad. I like Lakers give Hodge a shot. Like I said, I don't care who it is. Just break up that backcourt and starting lineup. It is not working. I like Rui, though. I love Rui. I really like Rui. But again, the people who are asking to get these players, you're going to have to give to get. And the people who want DeRozan, you're going to have to move salary to get him. Now, the Drummond and the Caruso move, you could be done with D'Lo and probably a draft pick. You could probably get that done. The money works, and you get 2 for 1, which fills the 15th roster spot, and your defense improves, and your rebound improves immensely. So, that's something you have to think about. But I'm not 100% sold on the part with DeRozan. I don't mind the keeping Rui out of the deal and doing the D'Lo for Drummond and Caruso. I wouldn't mind that one. I think the other one, the expanded deal, I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure how DeRozan would fit in. You know, it's bad spacing. He doesn't shoot the 3. He's not a defender. I don't know if I love that deal or not. Eric says it too as well. He's not with it. I'm not trading Rui. Yeah, I don't want to either. I'm just saying what they floated it out there. I'm just curious to see. I think Rui showed us something last night. If he can continue to play with that edge, I think he can improve. Your highest paid guys don't necessarily have to start to optimize the team. Exactly. They don't have to. But ideally you want them to. You don't want a bunch of money tying up on your bench, right? But the Lakers don't really have major salary people outside of Braun and AD. The rest of the people are like between like the Prince's as low as 5, like through like the $18 million range. So they got plenty of guys in the league making $18, $19 million coming off the bench. 2, Rui showing a little promise. Yeah, I'm with you, and I agree. I really like Rui, really, really do. And that's what sucks how long he was out. We really could have used him and needed him. And people were down on him saying he's having a disappointing start to the season, but he wasn't playing a lot. He's only getting about 14 minutes a game. Last night he got 25, and he showed what he could do, albeit in a losing effort. And by the time he came in, the game was already out of control. They need to rebound. Okogie and Nurk are good rebounders. Yeah, they are. And probably no AD, no Jackson Hayes. Christian Wood needs to really step up tomorrow night. Rui needs to step up tomorrow. Braun needs to step up on the boards tomorrow. We probably will see Castleton, which I don't necessarily love. But we need team rebounding tomorrow. We need people crashing the boards. We need pressure on defense. We need to force turnovers to get out in transition. We need a really great game from Braun tomorrow. That's damn near a steal. So, okay, so Chris likes the trade. Would you do that DeMar trade? Would you give up Rui? I probably wouldn't. I would do the trade of D'Lo. Again, if come December, he's still struggling and he's still inconsistent, I would do the trade of D'Lo for Caruso and Drummond. That's the move I would do. But I don't think I'd make the move for DeRozan. Getting some ones in the chat. Okay. Fat boy, thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. That makes us a championship contender. Okay, so he likes it. Let's see. Rui is better off the bench so LeBron can rest. Yeah, I like Rui off the bench too. To me, it doesn't necessarily matter who's starting and who finishes unless they're absolutely being a detriment to the team, which the backcourt of D'Lo and Reeves are. It is just terrible, man. Terrible. It is not going to work right now. It's just not working. So they've got to make a change there. Absolutely. Hell no, Jeff. No, Caruso not like that. And Caruso will bring a ton of defense to this team. Did you see him on that game last night? If you watch the Chicago Bulls and the Phonenix Suns game, and Phoenix came back in that game, tied it up, had the lead actually. The Phoenix, tied it up, and then Phoenix had the ball for the final possession. And Alex Caruso played such great defense on KD. KD really struggled to get that shot off, and he missed it and went into overtime. Now, Phoenix won by 1, but Caruso played tremendous defense on him. So imagine Caruso at the top of the key when you got that 2 big lineup of AD and Woods in the background, And Vando, like, my God, man, that's what we need. We need energy. We need a spark. We need an identity. Caruso helps bring back some of that championship identity that we had that we let slip away. And if we can get Drummond in there too, who's a very good rebounder, a very good defender, and a big that can bump a lot of those bigs, so AD doesn't have to. But tomorrow will be really good, especially for when the game slows down. Need a bucket, get her regardless of spacing. Your thoughts? No, and again, I understand that point of it, but how many minutes is he going to be playing without Braun and AD, where he's going to have the space to create in that midi or that long two and get buckets? It's going to be really hard for him as a third option with Braun and AD to really fill a role, I think, because he doesn't shoot the three. He's not a threat from deep, and he might end up similar to a Westbrook situation. Not as bad, but not necessarily great, because the spacing I don't love. I like DeMar DeRozan. I just don't know if the spacing is going to work with him. So that remains to be seen for me. Ruby and Braun play really good together. Yeah, they got a natural chemistry. They spent a lot of time together in the offseason. That's starting to show. Ruby looks like he's getting his legs under him. That was the best game he's played, obviously, this season, and hopefully it continues tomorrow. We're going to need him, man. You can't have Alex Caruso and Austin play on the same team because the Lakers fans wouldn't know which white guy to cheer for. That's funny, Red. That's funny. They should play Ham at center with 4 guards. Let him get a taste of his own medicine. Tell him there. Tell him, man. That you ain't too trying. You too true. That is true words right there, man. Yeah, they need to put Ham through something to make him feel this nonsense here, man. Hopefully Ham will think about pulling one of them before it's too late. I hope he's already started to think about it, man. He needs to do it. Like this, it's getting out of hand, man. It's that starting backcourt is just horrid defensively. And they go through stretches where they just can't score. They seem disinterested. Austin gives effort, but sometimes he just can't make it happen. Where D'Lo just looks like a daisical out there. Don't love it, So we got to see what happens with it there, though. Fat boy, imagine a lineup with Braun, Caruso, Prince, Vando, and AD. Yeah, locks, clamps, man. That would be a great lineup to see right there. Yeah, he need a tall perimeter defending, especially for PGs. Yeah, we miss Gabe Vincent in that role too. Gabe Vincent is a gritty grindy defender, man. We miss him out there. Absolutely. Yo, shout out to Reggie, man. Shout out to Locker Room. Well, check out the Locker Room haven't already. Great show over there tonight. Yo, Reg, I can't believe that Dreamers Pro pulled up, man. That was epic. I really, really wish he would have tapped that link, bro. Really wish he would have tapped that link, man. But you know what it is. He's not going to. But shout out to you for standing on yours with him. I can't believe he took it there with the funeral thing. That was insane, my brother. That was crazy. I cannot believe he took it there. That's got to be the beginning of the end for that dude, man. He's definitely reaching. And shout out to you for calling him out for that. That was nuts. You were on that though, man. Your antennas went up and you got him before anyone else could. So shout out to you, Reg, man. That was a great show. Great show, man. As always. I said you think this Laker team needs a Jared Dudley type player? I think we need one more vet. I think we need one more guy over 30. You got Braun and AD out there. AD barely got to 30, Braun 38. You don't have, I know Prince is a little bit older, closer to 30, but you need that like 32, 33-year-old solid vet out there that can really help with this team and help while on the bench and get these guys focused when Darvin Ham can't seem to do so, man. Ham and 4 earbuds automatic chip, huh? Automatic chip, huh? Man, that'd be crazy, man. You with the earbuds. Here y'all go, man. Red Dog, what's up with you, brother? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good, man. You think we get this win tomorrow or not, chat? Come on, talk to me. Again, if you're new, coming into the chat, 1 in the chat if you think we're getting the dub, 2 in the chat if you think we're not. I'm not feeling too positive tomorrow, man. I'm really not. Really not. After what the Houston Rockets did to us, I'm not too confident, guys. LeBron should be the point guard. Give it a try again. I don't mind him playing some point guard, but I don't know if he can do it all game. And I don't know if we want him guarding point guard. So he can be the point guard on offense, maybe guard some power forwards on defense, but I don't know if we want him doing that all game. He's looked a little fresh this season. He's had his legs. I don't know if we want to jeopardize losing that. Gabe is an underrated defender, pesky AF. Absolutely, too. Like I said, he's gritty. We need more of that on this team. Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you. I think you can't stop the Nuggets offense, but you can out-execute them in the half court. 5 straight minutes to mark and shoot above defenders. Yeah, no, he can. And again, he can carry them, especially when one of those guys are out, but he can carry them in stretches. But maybe he'd be better off the bench than starting, because him out there with the 2 to start the game, again, spacing would be a problem. I just believe that. I could be wrong. I'm just thinking it could be a problem. Yeah, Reg, that was wild, bro. That was wild. I mean, your shows always take on a life of its own, right? They always do, man. It's crazy entertaining, but that one, oh my God, man, that was because I came in right at the point. Like I was finishing up a show. And then I got done, and then I came in and I caught right in it. I caught when you were playing the video, so I wasn't quite sure what was going on. Then I heard him start getting animated. I was like, oh, yo, like what is this dude lost his damn mind? And I wasn't sure if it was an older video or not, like because I don't know if you were taking it back to something. But then when Lamont pulled up, shout out to Lamont when he pulled up, and then you guys started. I was like, man, this is crazy, man, straight wild. That's nuts, bro. Sign Stanley Johnson for the 15th spot. I mean, that's an option. I don't know if Stanley helps this team this year. I'm not really sure about that, but at this point, we need anyone that could contribute to some defense. And Stanley can definitely do that. I just don't know if he's a guy that's going to make a huge impact on this team. All right, Tutran, you're 1.5. You're 1.5. Fat Boy is back at a 1. Okay, 1. Charlie is at a 1. So y'all think they're getting it tomorrow. I think we lose, Jeff. Reg Dog, I think I might be with you, brother. I don't have too much confidence going into tomorrow night's game. I just don't. Damn, I got to rewatch the stream. Didn't know he was saying those things. Yeah, man, it was nuts, bro. I don't even want to repeat it because people be doing some weird stuff. But yeah, that was a little too far on not on Reggie, on the other guy, Dreamers Pro. What he did was that was a little too far, man. That was a little too far. I don't even want to really touch too much on it, but I can't believe he took it to that. That was nuts. Absolutely nuts, man. Kane, what's good, man? Thanks for pulling up. Matt Ryan is balling in NOLA. We needed his shooting and Ham benched him in favor of none. But hey, it gave us Rui. Yeah, well, they were you kind of hit it on the head there. They were trying to get some interest in none to move him for someone. They were just needing him to have a one good quarter or something, but one good possession, one good anything to try to get him out of there. So that worked. He's gone. We got Rui. And let's be honest, man. Matt Ryan really isn't going to make or break a team. We'll see if he's on the team later. He can't guard no one. He's going to give up way more points than he's scoring. So he can hit some shots here and there, but he's not a guy that's going to play heavy minutes. He's just not going to do it, man. So we see these guys and see how they play on other teams and think that it's going to work for us, and it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Some of these guys can get here, stink it up, and go play somewhere else and play great. It's just the way it is. Some guys just can't play here. It's just the way it goes. Lineups for the Caruso and Vando would be great. Defensive rating would spark up for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that type of lineup, man. And that's what I was saying. We were talking about it like on the Around the League earlier today. Shout out to Dan, the Lakers fan. Shout out to Me's the GM, and shout out to the graphic Chris, man. And we were talking about, like the players that play here and then how they play some different somewhere else and in here, and how if we were holding them back when we were here, and the subject was Lonnie Walker. And I was like, well, my take was, and this is just my take, that Lonnie was going to be playing, especially after the trade deadline, after he came back from injury. He was playing behind D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves, who was having a great year. And then you had Dennis Schroeder. So it was really hard for Lonnie to get minutes there, especially when he had the same defensive rating as Austin Reeves. So you couldn't play them too much together. You needed Dennis out there for his peskiness. Now, while Dennis's offensive rating wasn't through the roof, he was able, in pesky, he was able to get steals, and he was able to get and ones off of his defense. I think he was a better defender. So Lonnie was getting buckets and playing early in the year, got hurt, and the trade happened. They got like 6 new guys, and he fell out of the rotation. So it was just bad luck and bad timing for Lonnie. But he's thriving again in Brooklyn again this year. But again, good player on a bad team, playing free, nothing to really play for. He's played, he put up numbers and got buckets in San Antonio. This isn't new. It's just, when you're playing with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, your touches go down, your responsibility goes down, and the trust to run the offense goes down, and so do your numbers. You can hate Denver, but their team built right. Guys stepping up in place of Bruce Brown. They absolutely are. Reggie Jackson, shout out to him, man. He's having a tremendous year, to the point where they have a lineup of Reggie Jackson, KCP, MPJ, Gordon, and Joker is actually the best point differential lineup in the entire league. That lineup is better than the one with Murray in it, and that is insane. Murray doesn't light up everyone like he lights up us, it seems, but that lineup is rated as the number 1 lineup in the NBA, and it's got a lot of possessions to back it up. So that was interesting when I saw that. But it's Reggie Jackson, not Murray, not Jamal Murray in that lineup that has the top rating. And with Murray out the rest of the month, I feel like that lineup is going to get more chemistry, more possessions, obviously, because Jackson's going to play a lot more. Matt Ryan was decent. Yeah, he was decent, but he didn't play a lot. And, he's been let go from just about every team he's been on. You know what I mean? He's not, like I said, he's not a game changer, but he's not trash, but he's just not a game changer. We just need to be patient. AD and LeBron putting up big numbers, averaging 25 per game. The bench is injured and improved from there. Yeah, absolutely. The bench is obliterated. I went into the season saying we were going to have the best bench in the league. I believe that. Then the bench got obliterated, and that's where we are now. I believe when the bench comes back, and if you have Christian Wood, Rui Hachimura, Torian Prince, Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, Max Christie, and who else? Who knows who they add if they add that later roster spot? And your bench is solid. But right now, when you don't have that bench, the bench is just not solid. My only issue if we get Caruso is it might make Vando expendable. One they can't trade Vando, so he wouldn't be expendable. But as far as would it take down his minutes, like I don't think so because I think it would lower. You got to remember he'd be moved for D'Lo more than likely, so that's guard minutes there. So maybe maybe you start Vincent and you bring Caruso off the bench and you swap him there, and then you can if you got a lineup at the end of the game where you need your defense to really kick in and then you can throw him in there. But just imagine, Kane, like a shutdown lineup at the end of the game when you've got Alex Caruso, Vando, AD, Wood, and maybe LeBron in there. And then that defense should be able to help you close out that game with some offensive firepower there as well. Why do you guys start balling when they play somewhere else? Jeff, Lonnie, Malik, Matt Ryan, hell, even Beasley. Well, these guys played well before we had them. Lonnie got buckets in San Antonio. Matt Ryan is just, we'll see what he does the rest of the year, like I said. And Beasley, he was streaky everywhere he's been. He was streaky when he got here. He played good in the beginning and then fell off. He's done that. He's had some bad games in Milwaukee too. It's just he's a streaky shooter. You got to live with that. And excuse me, sorry guys, I had to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze into the microphone here. You have to live with that. When you got a streaky shooter like that, you're gonna have to live with with that streakiness. And the Lakers just didn't have the patience for it. They just couldn't deal with it. Lonnie should still be a Laker. He won us a game in the playoffs. I totally understand that, and I wouldn't have minded if Lonnie came back. But I'm also telling you that no one else paid him this year. They gave him a minimum, so it's not like Lonnie didn't go out and even get a mid level. He didn't get a multi-year deal. He got a minimum deal. So the league wasn't kicking the doors down to get Lonnie Walker. You know what I mean? So I like Lonnie. He's good, but Lonnie Walker is not a game changer. He's really not. He's a solid player. But again, if you got D'Lo, you got Reeves, you got Gabe Vincent, like Lonnie's minutes, where you already got Austin and D'Lo who don't play defense, right? And then you got Lonnie who doesn't play defense. So it's like, where are the minutes there? Maybe it makes it so you can trade someone else. But they needed bigs. They needed Jackson Hayes. They needed Christian Wood. They needed like a guy like Torian Prince, a wing. So we needed wings. We hadn't had wings. So like I said, when we had Lonnie, we were saying how many wings and how many more bigs we need. We got wings and we got bigs. You only have 12. You can only play 12 guys, 15 guys on the roster. You can't keep everyone on the team that you need to improve, guys. We got to be realistic here. You think D'Antoni's offense works with this team? No, it won't. They don't have the shooters. It definitely wouldn't work for them. What do you think about LeBron's system criticism? Not sure what you mean, King. Can you elaborate there? LeBron's system criticism? Are you talking about James Harden's system? I don't know what you're talking about. Can't lie. Even though Matt Ryan does nothing good really outside of shooting, wouldn't mind having that 3-point ability from him. But Chris, would he be able to make shots here? That's the thing. Would he be able to make shots? And time again, I understand he had some games where he hit some, but he had games where he made none, right? You guys remember that game winner, but if you actually look at it, he didn't light it up for us. So again, we the guys play better elsewhere because the stage is too bright here, and the gravity of playing for the Los Angeles Lakers and the gravity mixed with playing with LeBron James, it's just a different environment. Reggie Jackson has had a great year. Reggie Jackson always killed us with the Clippers, and now he's killing everyone right now with the Nuggets. The Nuggets, that was a great pickup by them, smart pickup by them, insurance for Murray in case he got hurt, and that insurance is paying off for him. He didn't play too much last year, but he's filling that Bruce Brown role tremendously, and shout out to him for that. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready, and that's exactly what it is. And just real quick, if you're new to the channel and you haven't been in here before, go ahead and hit that like and hit that subscribe button. We're currently at 610 subscribers. I want to thank everyone last night that was part of the stream that helped us get to 600 subscribers yesterday. Shout out to y'all, man. Currently now at 610. Next stop is 700 on the way to 1,000, which is the goal. So shout out to y'all. The channel is rapidly growing. And man, it would be amazing if we hit that 1,000 by the end of the year. It's possible, but the pace would have to continue to where it was. Like I said, we got to 600 subs in just about 90 days, and that's pretty impressive as a channel. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the community. Appreciate y'all heavily. Reggie Jackson, low key, a starter type player, may not give you consistent production every night, but I think some taken for granted because of the team he plays for. Yeah, I mean, what happened was, when he was in Detroit, a lot of people was a chucker, kind of just threw up a lot of shots. He was a starter there. He played well, got bought out, and then ended up on the Clippers, and then played well there, and then re-signed with them, and then they traded him in a deal, and he because they kind of fell out of favor there, and then went to Denver, and they kind of sat on him last year, didn't really do much with them, and then this year they're cashing in on him. So shout out to him and shout out to them. Johnny, thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. Guys, please stop with the former players comments because it's that simple. Some players aren't built for LA. I'm trying to tell them, Johnny. I'm trying to tell them, man. I respect y'all opinion, and I get I get what you mean, but like I said, we couldn't keep everyone and improve the team. Like it just wasn't gonna work. And we needed the guys we got. I still think the moves we made were good. It's just gonna take a little time for it to all come together. I think AD is just a second option in offense, but he's the best defender. LeBron is still the best scorer in the Lakers. Yeah, I agree. We ideally want AD to be it, but I just don't know if it's in him to do it. I just don't know. I would love it to be. I just don't know. AD can't carry offense and defense at the same time. That's another fact. It's very hard to do so. He can quarterback the defense, but he can't be your best player on offense and your best player on defense. He's not built for it. You know what I mean? Like Giannis is the best on defense because he's a physical specimen and his motor is crazy. AD's not Giannis from a physical specimen standpoint. He's just not. No one is. Clippers made Clippers made their Westbrook trade with Harden. They legit gave like 6 swings for an old Harden and Tucker. Yeah, I went into a pretty full detail on that around the league earlier about how I just don't understand the move. Not the fact that they got Harden, like, if he would have been bought out, even though they couldn't. I'm just saying, like, if they would have got him for free, then I would understand their need or want for him. But I didn't understand why they felt they had to have him to the tune where they broke up that team. And considering how they started the season, they were looking great. And to break that all up to get a guy that is literally a walking, talking, crapshoot, that's wild, man. If I'm the Clippers, I don't care. I'm moving Harden at the deadline, and maybe they do. Maybe they do. I don't know. We got to see how this works. They've lost 3 in a row since that trade happened. Their statistics and their rankings in the league and categories like defense, offense, 3-point shooting, rebound, like all that has fallen tremendously. I remember when people called Seawood out of shape in preseason. People called Christian Wood a lot of things, especially people from other teams, but he's had a strong season to start. Yo, Young Africa, what's up, brother? How you doing, bro? LeBron at PG inevitable this season. It is, and I don't know if I love that. Do you? How many minutes at point guard do you think he should play? Africa. I don't know if he should play the whole game at that. I think that may take away from how great he's looked this season. It may take away from some of his energy and to kill his legs. What do you think about Bones Highland game? I love his energy. His energy, yeah. I mean, he plays with energy. He plays fast, but he can play out of control. He's not a very good defender. He could score, but like I said, he's gonna hurt you on the other end. His turnovers are probably gonna be high. He's gonna play out of control, and he's not known as an assist guy. So he's cool. You know what I mean? I like him, but like again, not a game changer for them. Hey, Sacho, salute to you. Appreciate you for pulling up. Hope you have a good day, man. Well, let me know again if you guys are just pulling in. Give me a 1 in the chat if you think the Lakers have a chance to win tomorrow. 2, like hell no, they're getting blown out. Let me know what the chat thinks. 1, if the Lakers got a chance. 2, if you don't believe they do. Yes, sir. Let's go. 700 on the way. That would be great goal, James, man. Like I said, 700 is on the way to 1,000. That is the ultimate goal. So, yeah, I can't wait to get to 700. Got to crawl before we walk, right? But 600 was amazing, man. I can't believe we got here this fast. So, shout out to y'all one more time. I appreciate y'all. Everyone saying what's up here. Adam, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. Torian Prince can't rebound to save his life. Why not start Rui instead? It may come to that. Adam. And I think they might have to. You're right. Because they said he was going to slim down a little bit, maybe potentially play the 3. And we might actually see that. They said they wanted his offensive punch off the bench. I understand that, but we may have no choice. We may have to make the switch, get one of Reeves or D'Lo out of there, and remove Prince as well. Westbrook used to give AD the ball in spurts and turn the ball over, but fed AD. Yeah, no, he turned the ball over a lot, but he did feed AD. That's true. Do you think AD will go on an MVP run this season like last year when he had a 50-point game and he got Player of the Week? I think there's definitely a chance he continues to do more games like that. He was on a tear, probably the best he's ever played as a Laker, to be honest with you. He was slaying, and then he got hurt. You know what I mean? And then that's what happens. AD gets going like this, and then he gets hurt, and that's what we got to watch out for. So hopefully he stays healthy and he can go on one of those runs and not get hurt. That would be amazing. I just got to see it to believe it. Braun should only play guard during the second half, mainly fourth quarter. Yeah, and that's what he did in that Houston. I'm sorry, that's what he did in that Phoenix game. They saved him for that, and then he kind of took off there. He kind of did that in the Orlando game too. He's done that a few times, Clipper game too. So I think that would be the plan, but I do think it is inevitable that he will be playing point guard at some point. I do believe that. AD needs to start feeding himself. Embiid, Giannis, Jokic don't need guys to feed them. Yeah, no, I get it. Come to the ball. Exactly. I feel like he's just, I don't know what it is. He just doesn't have that uber aggression in him, and he needs to get it. Like, absolutely needs to get it. All right, so Craig's at a 2. He says, no chance. No chance. Coste, I think we need players with bad temperament. We need hotheads. Yeah, you need one of those guys that approach the line but don't go over it. You know, we need some guys like that. We need some grit on this team. Absolutely. We definitely need some grit on this team. Ham has got this team discombobulated. He does, man. And not just the fans, man. I mean, not the team. He's got the fans, he's got the media, he's got a whole bunch of people wondering if he can actually coach. And right now, I don't know the answer to that, if he can or can't. It's appearing that he can't, but I don't know what he's doing, man. LeBron masterclass tomorrow. I'm calling it. Jamari, from your mouth to the basketball god's ear, we absolutely hope so. Rui, for some reason, lacks the motor at times. He's too safe. I want him to be more selfish. Yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. I think that'll come with more playing time, more confidence, more trust within the offense. Like I said, I like what he did yesterday individually. It just wasn't enough, obviously. All of our guys can score, but nobody's scoring. Yeah, and some of our guys can shoot, and no one's making shots. And some of our guys can rebound, and no one's rebounding. Some of our guys can defend, and no one's defending. This is the problem, and this is what's leading to all this frustration, because we have people who can be doing these things. They're just not doing it. And the frustration levels because of that are just crazy, and it's driving me nuts, just like it's driving the rest of you guys nuts. I know it has to. We play like we burn incense and do yoga after each game. We need Wayne, Ronnie type role player, soccer reference. We just need someone with energy and an edge to them, someone with a chip on their shoulder, someone that doesn't take anything from anyone and just plays hard. What do you think about the Sixers now? They low-key got the best team in the Embiid era now with the depth. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier too. I had just given up on them this year. I was believing in them the last couple of years. I said last year was my last year. Then they trade Harden. Maxey, takes another leap. They add Oubre. They add Pat Bev, which I don't know a lot of people don't love, but it's another vet there. And this trade to get these wings and this depth. And like I said, Rocco, when he was with the Clippers, was part of the best differential rating starting lineup in the NBA. And so I like their team. I like that. See if they can stay healthy, and let's see if they can, actually do something in the playoffs. We got to see. But they did beat Boston the other day, and they look good doing so. We need a Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I have no idea who you're talking about, bro. But that's tough to say. I'm with Dan. I can't stand Jokic's lack of love for the game. I wonder how he'd react to losing. That's why I'll root for him. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. It's kind of annoying when he does it, but you can't. I don't know. It's just part of his personality. If he's just trolling, I don't know. Sergio Ramos. Let's see, truth told, an enforcer is needed. Yeah, we definitely need an enforcer for sure. Hams Kubiya affects the team somewhat. We need a hot head coach. Yeah, he's too patient out there. He doesn't even get involved. He doesn't get upset. He doesn't do anything. He just stands there. Once we trade D'Lo, we will need Bron to play most of the game at point guard with Reeves as a secondary ball handler. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm just probably not going to happen until, well, not probably. It's not going to happen until at least December 15th. So we will see if he gets moved and what happens there and who they bring back. But I agree with you, Africa. I definitely see Bron playing the point guard. It's inevitable. I definitely see it. I don't think they trust D'Lo anymore because he's too inconsistent. Do you feel the Lakers should avoid anyone named Russell? I don't care who you are. Lakers just don't wish with anyone named Russell. First or last name, huh? Vando's an energy guy. He might help. Adam, yeah, Vando's definitely going to help. We need a lot of things that he's going to bring to the table, including, I'm assuming, some improvement that he put in over the offseason. So I am hopeful of that too. It's a big part of our offseason was extending him and making him part of the future. Like, he's a definite big piece to our lineup, and we need him back. I really need him and want him to be a starter because of his defensive efforts. And I think he can really help change the team with him, Rui coming back, and Gabe Vincent coming back. Jackson Hayes isn't going to get a ton of minutes, but Rui, Vando, and Vincent were all guys we were heavily leaning on this year, and they've been out. Pat Bev said the vibes were something sometimes on, sometimes off. Yeah, Pat Bev says a lot. It's hard to really know what he's saying is true or not. I don't think they'd survive after losing the system. It's after losing this. What's going on, my brother Mees, man? Shout out to my brother Mees, the GM, man. He had a great show tonight with you, brother. That was really fun, man. That was really fun. Appreciate you, bro. After losing the system. Yeah. Philly's not going to have the system no more, man. You're right. You're right. That's crazy. I can't believe he said that. He says, I am the system. Mike Brown would have had a 6-1 right now. Yeah, Mike Brown is a heck of a coach. He wasn't the right time from the first time we got him. But he's having a great run in Sacramento. Shout out to him. Johnny, appreciate you, man, again. Much love, Empire Jeff. I found you through Dan's channel, and I greatly appreciate your high basketball intellect from another perspective. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you. That's what I feel I bring to the table, man. I like to kind of approach the basketball a little bit different way, just break down the game, analyze the game in a non-biased, non-hating perspective, and just talk hoops. I really, really, really focus and trust and focus on the business side of basketball as well, not just X's and O's, not just breaking down the actual game, not just breaking down the nuances and the intangibles, all the different things that a lot of people, a lot of other shows kind of talk about, but they really don't know the details to it. People mention the CBA to kind of act like they know what they're talking about, but they really can't talk about it. They talk about trades that make no sense. And I'm here to fight all those narratives, and I'm here to just talk the truth about basketball. So I appreciate you, and I thank you for your support. I think those tournament floors are ugly. Yeah, they're hard to look at, man. They're hard to watch. They're hard to focus on, especially when I was watching them on my phone. He doesn't challenge bad calls. He does look dejected. I feel bad for him watching him, looking like he's about to cry. Yeah, because I think he's realized he might be in it over his head. And yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. He's definitely struggling, man. In today's NBA, what is the most important trait a player can have? It's a good question. Confidence is really big, because you can have a guy with all the talent or skill in the world, but you can tell when a player is not confident and the shot's not falling. Confidence, because a confident player can accomplish a lot of things so you could have a less talented, more confident player overachieve over a talented, less confident player. So confidence is extremely important. So like confidence, if it's just the most, it's kind of hard, but effort, confidence, intelligence, those things, there's not a stat for them. But those things are really, really important to me to have on a basketball team. Obviously talent, obviously skill, but I'm saying but those key traits are super important. Ham just standing there sometimes daydreaming. Yeah, it's bad, man. Bron's a natural point guard. He should stop trying to beat around the bush. He's been playing best point guard in the game for the longest. I know, okay, but he's 38, about to be 39 years old. That's asking a lot. That didn't work out too well for Steve Nash as he aged, and he played point guard his whole career. It's a grind. I don't know if we want Braun doing that and then expect him to bail us out in the fourth. I agree with Harden, said Morey is a liar. His biggest lie was saying Harden is a better scorer than Jordan. You're right, too. I'd like to have a player that would kick Dylan Brooks' ass for acting up. That's true. I got to get in his face. Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely need a tough dude, man. He won a ring with Braun at the point and AD at the four. We won. Yeah, we did. But that was also in 2020 when we get to the playoffs this season. That would have been 4 years ago. So, like I said, Braun was 33, 34 then. Was 34 then. He's 38 going on 39 now. It's a different kind of world we live in now. Would you trade D'Lo, Gabe, Max in the first round for Caruso and DeMar? I saw that one earlier. I don't know. I got to look at that. So D'Lo, Gabe. I like Gabe. I like Caruso. DeMar, I'm not sold on. I'm going to... I like the upside of Chrissy. I know he's not ready yet. Okay, I'm going to pass on that. I would give up JHS in the deal as well. Okay, but yeah, I probably would pass on that. Interesting. Confidence or athleticism? I personally think athleticism covers up most of the flaws. IQ will be up next. Yeah, athleticism is great too. That's one I left out. But Africa, we've seen a ton of athletic dudes that are just morons and just can't do anything with it. And they just get out there and they've got all the athleticism in the world, but then they want to shoot threes. Or they don't play any defense with that athleticism. They just want to dunk. They don't put in the work. So a lot of those other things, like I said, the effort is important to me. But athleticism is absolutely up there. And IQ, it kind of all ties into me, like IQ, effort, confidence right there. But a confident basketball player, because you could have all the athleticism in the world. If you're not playing confident, that athleticism isn't really going to get you nowhere. Switch Gabe for Cam. I'd pull the trigger. Now, see, there you go. Now we're talking. But the money might not load up, though, with Cam. Cam's a minimum guy. What's good, big baby? Thanks for pulling up, man. Appreciate you. Sorry I couldn't make your show earlier, man. I was just finished up another one and I'm preparing for this one, man. You know how it is, man. Grind mode. So I apologize. Well, LeBron is struggling to handle the ball. He's averaging 3.1 turnovers per game. He can't play PG in a few minutes. Yeah, his turnovers are out of control right now. Absolutely out of control. He's got to get that under control. How about Marcus Smart for D'Lo in a first? That won't work money-wise. That someone else would have to be throwing there. But if Memphis is open to moving Marcus Smart, I would look at it. But again, he doesn't solve your shooting problems. He would really help defensively. But honestly, if we're just trying to get a defensive guy, I'd rather have Caruso. He's all league defensive team. He's cheaper. He's already played with LeBron and fits great with him. I'd go Caruso over Smart if that was me. Some people may think that's crazy, but that's just my preference. Steph has shown that hard work pays. Consistent three-point practice has got him this good. Why didn't Lakers players learn from that? Push yourself to the limit. If a player is hungry and work hard, it shows. Yeah, Coste, I'm with you on that. And I think these guys put in the work. They put in the time. I think just the moment sometimes is too big for them. Again, not everyone can play for the Lakers. They just really can't. It's a real thing. Not everyone can do it. Lakers lack athleticism, but have a lot of high IQ players. It's interesting. You're right about that. And they've got high IQ players that sometimes aren't using their IQ. LeBron is way too smart for half the stuff he's doing out there. LeBron is too smart to get out there and shoot the amount of threes that he's shooting. LeBron is too smart to not get to the free throw line more, even though I know the league and the calls and all that. But at some point, you got to force the issue. But I agree with you. The Lakers have a lot of smart players. I just don't know how much of that intelligence they're actually using right now. Lonnie Walker, better than ever. We should have got him back. I mean, we got to see how the season finishes, man. I'm rooting for Lonnie. I wouldn't have mind if he stayed. I wish him the best, but like I said, I don't see Lonnie as a game changer in my mind. Could be wrong. We'll see. In my opinion, Harden is everything people criticize Westbrook for. He is and more. I agree with you. It's all a balance, though. You're right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so hard. One thing is tough because you can have the smartest guy in the world, but maybe you're slow. You don't have a first step. You can't recover on defense. Your intelligence can maybe get you to guess right and react right. But if you're lacking that boost, that athleticism, that burst, then you can't. Your mind is going to do everything. But you need a combination of things. It's not one thing. But you do make a point. If it's one thing, athleticism is super important, super duper important. But you gotta know how to corral and use athleticism. Will Caruso fix some floor spacing issues? I mean, he's not known as a shooter, but he can make shots. But again, we'd be getting him for our defense. Our defense is atrocious right now, absolutely horrible. I don't think we can go into the playoffs with D'Lo and Reeves as our starting backcourt defensively anymore. I just don't think we can. What would you give up for Buddy Hield? Buddy Hield's around $20 million a year. It'd probably be D'Lo. That would probably be it. It would be D'Lo, or maybe it's Vincent and Prince. That probably would work because of the boost in salary that Gabe Vincent Steele has and some of Prince's. So you could theoretically move Gabe and Prince for Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield's a free agent too at the end of the year. Let's see. What about Donovan Mitchell? I don't know if he'll be available this summer, this season, big baby. And he would cost a lot, and they'd have to give up a lot to get him, and they would lose their depth. And you'd have the third star, but then you'd be, there with no depth, and you are hard capped. You can't go really crazy. You'd have to trade a lot of players to make sure you can get him without going over the hard cap. So they're a little handcuffed there with a big deal like that. In your opinion, why couldn't the Suns hold on to the 2021 finals if they dropped the ball game 3 and game 4? I don't think the Suns were that good that year, honestly. They played us, we were hurt. They played the Clippers, they were hurt, and then I believe they played Denver that year too. I believe Murray was out too. They were hurt. So they played 3 teams that were down, major pieces. So Kawhi was out, Anthony Davis was out, and Jamal Murray was out. They got to the finals, and Milwaukee figured it out and took them out. I don't think Phoenix was a true title contender, to be honest with you. I just think they got the beneficiary of playing 3 teams who were all missing a star player. AD needs to be playing tomorrow. I hope he is. Why are the best players already injured? LeBron is almost 40, but he's the healthiest. LeBron is a physical specimen, man. His body can take a beating like other players can't. It's just unfair, really. But thank God though for that. There could be many athletic players, but it's about how they use their athleticism the best. I feel like all the players who know how to use their athleticism the best are stars, though. Yeah, I'm saying you know how to use your athleticism. That's intelligence and then confidence and all that thing and effort and just not relying on the athleticism for everything, but using it as a weapon, but along with your mind, your effort, and your intelligence, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's so hard to pick one thing, though. Now game 4 and 5, it's almost like they took a deep breath. Phoenix got too excited. Well, Giannis woke up. If I remember, I think Giannis was hurt a little bit to start that series. My memory is right. I think Giannis was hurt. I think he had a knee issue or something, right? And then I think he started to figure it out, like I said. And then once he did, it was a wrap. But I just don't think they were a contender, to be honest with you. In today's NBA, with all the skillful players, free flow offense, is coaching more important than ever or less? I think that I think coaching is important and it's not being utilized. I think so it's a two-part. I think the league is not prioritizing coaching anymore, but I think coaching is missed. Absolutely. I think coaching, which is when you look at a team like Miami, Africa, who has no business making it to the NBA Finals, but they over deliver every single season, and then Eric Spoelstra is a major part of that. Coaching matters. The New York Knicks, who is not a very good roster, not a very good team, and Tom Thibodeau has turned them into the top 3 defensive team in the NBA. Now, Tom Thibodeau will grind and run down his players, but he's got his teams playing defense. Rick Carlisle is out there, and he's got his team. They've won multiple games by 20 points or more. It's a young team that could easily be playing below their talent level, and he's got them competing. I know they got absolutely spanked by Boston, but a lot of their guys didn't play that night. It was a back-to-back. Boston was on one at the time. But these type of coaches, like Monty Williams in Detroit, Detroit is, they're going to be stinking up on people this year because, again, coaching absolutely matters. It's just a lot of the league isn't prioritizing it as much as they should be. Jamar, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing good, man. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate your continued support. What's the status of Miles Bridges? Can we get him? I think he would fit perfectly with the Lakers. Miles Bridges, he just signed a deal with Charlotte, or did he do the qualifying offer? I'll have to take a look at his stat at his cap hit there, his cap sheet, and see what he is. I know part of me thinks he signed something with them. I don't know what it was. I'll have to take a look. But Miles Bridges, I don't know if they're trading him, and I haven't heard his name linked to anything. But he's a fun player. He's a solid player, but. Again, I haven't seen him too much this season. I typically watch the Hornets games because their announcers are just on when they're fun. But I've only seen him and I've only seen them a couple of games this year so far. To play devil's advocate, the Bucks benefited off injuries too. They probably would have lost to Brooklyn and ATL missed trade too. Yeah, no, I mean I get it, but the Phoenix went through the better conference with a star missing from each series, including a defending champion and a team that went to the Western Conference Finals years before in Denver too. So I just think it was harder through the West and more stars were missing. One completes our roster. What's good, Jeff? We need to start Rui. Bring her off the bench. Yeah, Black Mamba, I get you. You said a 1, huh? Thank you for pulling up, though. I appreciate you. Yeah, I wouldn't mind AR coming off the bench because I don't think he'll be too affected by it. I think he'll still hoop. These players should be doing different exercises in the offseason instead of playing basketball year round. Look at Reeves. He's already tired. Or just, to take a break. Yeah, playing that and playing in that FIBA tournament definitely took something out of him. It may take him half a season to get back to normal. He may get a whole all-star break worth of rest before he's normal again. In my opinion, the Bucks Steph got exposed by the Heat last year. Giannis, especially, if that was Braun, he would have gotten pulverized by the media. Yeah, true. And again, no secret that's the coaching tree of Budenholzer is where Darvin Ham is from. I've never been a big fan of Coach Bud. Darvin Ham coming from his coaching tree, that's kind of scary. So, yeah, and also, Drew Holiday just was not playing great. A lot of guys on that team were not playing great. Giannis looked like he didn't want the ball in his hands at all at the end of that game when they lost to Miami. And now they got Dame, so there's no excuse for them now. They got a guy who can take the pressure off of Giannis. They got a guy who can hit his free throws, a guy who can put the ball in his hands at the end of the game, and we'll see what happens with them. But they've struggled out the gate. They're winning. They're 5-3, but they struggled out the gate. Giannis had 54 tonight, and they lost, but Dame did not play. I think AR needs to come off the bench, less defensive pressure, and he can run the second unit and just put Braun back with Reeves. Yeah, I'm telling you, I wouldn't mind that. I think there's a chance that happens. 2 players to look at are Darren Sharp and Jalen Smith, both big guys who are dominant off the bench. Yeah, those are 2 guys. Those are 2 guys, but I just don't know what their availability would be. Hey, Miss Angie B, thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. Empire Jeff TV's own Angie B, thank you for pulling up. coughs are legit the worst, especially when you lose your voice. I miss when I could talk and didn't hurt. Yeah, man. I've been, I don't know, man. My voices. I think I just been putting a lot of work, man. Been doing all these shows here, the PSF app, around the league, plus my regular day job. And it's just like, man, my voice is definitely paying the toll here, man. But I'm committed, man. I'm putting in the grind. I'm putting in the work, man. So, like I said, subscribe to your boy if you haven't done so already, because there aren't a lot of other people out here putting in this grind like this, man. There really isn't. There are people that do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm the only one, but there's not a lot of people doing out there trying to do it the right way. They're just out there throwing on their live, throwing things on the screen, and just letting a bunch of people like talk and just go off and just to run the watch hours up and not really focus on the content. And I really don't try to do that. So what I mean? So my voice pays the price for that. Absolutely. We meet again. Do you think teams in the future will build teams to defend Wemby? Like I remember how Shaq was too big. Pose. So they just had to throw tall guys on it. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be that. I really thought the league was going to start doing that this year for Joker. Didn't happen to the extent I thought, but I think it will as it gets closer to the trade deadline and the buyout market. Let's see. Starters: D'Lo, Prince, Rui, Braun, and AD. If AD injured, I'd take Hayes starting over Woods. I would swap out. Okay, so I would. Hmm, I think that I would. I don't know. I don't think Vando can play the two. Um, okay, so that's not bad. That's not bad. But I would want Vando in the starting lineup. I'd still keep Rui off the bench. So okay, if at your backcourt, if it means breaking up Austin and D'Lo, which I needs to happen, D'Lo, Prince, Vando, Braun, and AD. But if you're talking about tomorrow night when Vando isn't available, then yeah, I would I would take that starting lineup, and I think Hayes is out tomorrow too. When's the last time a team with a high usage guards like Dame, who is the defensive liability, won a chip? Lame time. Let me think about that. A high usage guard like Dame, who is a defensive liability, won a chip. Uh, I mean, Jamal Murray is not a great defender. Uh, Steph Curry. Steph Curry's a defensive liability and doesn't get more high usage than him. You know, they had a dynasty plus one in 2022. Outside of that, you might be onto something from there, but the Curry era, and then like I said, Jamal Murray's not known as a good defender, but I don't know if he's not as much as a defensive liability as Steph was. I'm still tripping. Sacramento picked Bagley over Luca and Trey. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's nuts. Have you checked the score of the Hawks Magic game? I have not. I've been on here. Is it crazy? Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Hawks Magic. Wait, 120, 119? This was the Mexico. Oh man, it was the Mexico City game. And it's crazy because the Magic have been playing stellar defense. The fact that they gave up 120 points is crazy. They've been killing it on defense. Uh, honey ginger tea is the best remedy for a 93-year-old grandma. Drinks one a day and healthy as a horse. Good for you, Jeff. Yeah, no, that's funny. Honey ginger tea, like actually, my wife kind of makes that too. So yeah, I think it's just paying the toll. Just talking to all these videos, man. It just after a while, your voice just starts going. Thoughts of LeVar Ball saying ball players will never meet a real woman. Just I don't know. I think LeBron James met a real woman. I think a lot of NBA players have. I think the ones that get married right away, right when they go in the league, probably have a better shot. But the ones who wait till they retire or go longer in the league without trying to do, I think they run into some issues. Definitely. Are high usage players anti-winning? Was with the first example of this. Only Jordan and LeBron have done it. High usage players. I mean, Kobe was a high usage player. Wait, am I reading your question right? Are high usage players anti-winning? Was Wilt the first example of this? Only Jordan and LeBron have done it. Like I said, Kobe did it. High usage. KD couldn't do it outside of the Warriors when he was at his highest usage. So yeah, he didn't do it. Harden didn't do it. Uh, Shaq was pretty high usage. If you talk about guards, though. But you did say Wilt. Uh, I think there's some. Like I definitely think there's some. Like Kobe was extremely high usage. Um, and like I said, Iverson high usage, couldn't win, but not a lot. I'll tell you that. It's not common. It's not as common. JS, thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. We're screwed for this in-season tournament. Yeah, we got a rough start to it. If Jerry was around, who do you think would he want to come to play for the Lakers? Jerry? And he'd probably be focusing on Wemby, probably someone like Zion. Like he wants the star, the guy that puts bodies in his seat, the excitement. He'd want someone that could be out there cooking and putting on a show. Like he'd want a certified entertainer for sure. Ball players doing dumb-ish, losing money off court, especially nowadays. Oh, that's fact. That ain't never changed. Always happened, always will be. Yeah, I saw that one by one. 120, 119. Could Hero have made a difference in the finals last year? I think he probably was a missing link, especially if he came back game 3. He could have made a difference, but I don't think he would have won. And Tyler Hero seems coming into this season motivated and locked in. I don't know if this version of Tyler Hero was that guy last year. I don't know. Curry would be defined as high usage, I guess. I mean, ball dominant, and Curry is not that good. Answers. Oh, yeah, okay. Ball dominant. Sorry. Then you're right. Ball dominant. High ball dominant, high volume wanting defensive. So high volume, ball dominant, defensive liability, winning a chip. And yeah, that's definitely harder. That's much harder. And I have to actually think about that off the top of my head. I'm not thinking of one. When you put it in perspective like that, then yeah. Murray in the playoffs, man, he has the ball in his hands a lot, Africa. He does, especially when he's playing the Lakers. The ball is in his hands a lot, and he's getting up a lot of shots. Maybe not overall high usage, but against the Heat and the Lakers, he was. I mean, I got to look at the numbers. I'm going off the top of my head, but he seemed pretty high usage to me in those series. Hate to admit, but Denver has potential to repeat if Joker and Murray are healthy. They're a problem. Absolutely, 100%. Thoughts when Kwame came out of nowhere with Mama's Cooking? Personally, he reminds me of Uncle Ruki's guy. He's funny, man. Kwame is a very, very intelligent man. I don't think people realize it. Very, very smart man. He don't take a lot of ish either. I knew the Nuggets were coming after they lost in 2019 versus the Blazers. Yeah, the Nuggets are a solid team, man. Joker and Murray, they're solid. Was Kobe ball dominant? I think when he had Gasol, he was coming off screens, posting up pick and roll. No, he was ball dominant, man. He did come off screens. He did do all that. But there were times where he, especially in games where his teammates weren't bringing it or close games, where he was like, just give me the ball. And he dribbled the ball a lot. He never really played with the natural point guard. So Kobe was ball dominant. But as he aged, he did kind of, give the ball to someone else to bring it up. And then he'd go and get the ball. Like Derek Fisher would play off the catch a lot. Kobe would have the ball in his hands a lot. Kobe was definitely ball dominant. Definite ball dominant, especially early on in the year, early in his career when he was responsible a lot for getting the ball to Shaq. So yeah, Kobe was definitely had moments where he was extremely ball dominant. Extremely. Do you think Zoe could have a Klay Thompson Murray type comeback? It's sad he's finding his role in Chicago. I don't know, man. I don't know if Zoe's body is built to stand up. I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't care what anyone says. Kwame bodied Stephen A. Kwame can body a lot of people. With his, like I said, he's an intelligent man. He's an intelligent man for real. What do you think led to Zoe's brutal knee injuries? Could just be, it's just his body, man. His body can't take the grind. The big baller shoes. I don't know if that's a thing or not. And just some bad luck, really. Sometimes one injury can lead to many other ones. Sometimes you have a surgery and you leave yourself open for something else, or sometimes maybe the surgery didn't go correct and they got to go back in there. There are a lot of things that can lead to it. It's just unfortunate for him. Absolutely unfortunate for him. But I wish it didn't happen to him, but it sucks, but it kind of is what it is though, man. And I hope he makes it back. Just not sure when or how, because he may be out he's out all of this year, and he may be out for a good portion of next year too. And that's what's sad. And that's what sucks. So shout out to Zoe and the Ball family, man. I hope he gets back. But at least they got their money. Him and his brother got paid, so the family's taken care of, and that's a blessing there. It's a BBB shoes. Yeah, it might have been. Do you think Luke Walton start? Wait. Do you think Luke Walton stop playing him as a factor? I don't know. I mean, he was a rookie. I don't really know. Like, I know Luke Walton was kind of toying with him a little bit. I don't think he knew how to use him. That's a fact. But Zoe did not have a great start to his NBA career. His shot was completely broken. I know he had a good game in game 2, but he wasn't out there like his shot was busted. It really was. The Nuggets two-man game is unstoppable. Smoke can't figure them out. They blitz Murray, but Murray is a good passer too. Yeah, I think they were winning that series no matter what. Jeff is nice off the dome with all these questions. I'm trying to catch up. Trying to catch you slipping, but your handle is tight. I watch a lot of basketball, man. Like I watch a lot of basketball. I watched a lot of basketball, but no, man, you asking tough questions. Oh, you got me stumped a little bit. I had to think a little bit, and I just have to make sure. I got to be careful with you because I got to read your questions exactly how you mean it. Because if I jump the gun, I could be answering it the wrong way. So I got to start paying attention a little bit more to exactly how you're phrasing it. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, when it comes to basketball, bro, like I do this, man. And there's a lot of people who know a lot of basketball. You do as well, man. For your age, like you are wise on your years when it comes to the game, Africa, without a fact. And anyone who disagrees with that is just hating. You know what I mean? There's people because you're passionate, you know what I mean, and you're passionate, and when you're getting in your debates, there's people that are probably getting their feelings or feel some type of way. But that's what the debates are for, right? But no, you super nice with it too. So I love when you come up with questions because they're usually high intelligent and some of them do stump me. I got to think for a second. Yo, Jeff, basketball aside, how's family? Plans for Thanksgiving? Katie, thank you. I appreciate that. Family's good. Family's great. Plans for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go see some family. I'm probably gonna head out of town. And go to the Midwest for my dad's side of the family, which is from Kansas City. A little outside of Kansas City. So get that Midwest Thanksgiving vibe. I'm hoping to do that. So that'll be cool. But family is good. Family's blessed. Hope your family's great. And I hope you guys, have a good Thanksgiving next. Damn, is that next week already? No, it's not next week. It's that 2 weeks, right? Hope y'all have a good Thanksgiving with your families. And, to me, that's probably my favorite holiday because you don't got the stress of all the gifts and all that. It's really about family being together, spending time. You know what I mean? It's why I love Thanksgiving. I'm a foodie, so that doesn't hurt. But just in general, I think it's a really, really great holiday for the right reasons. You know what I mean? Christmas can be stressful at times, man. Who's starting tomorrow for the Lakers? I have no idea, Joe. I have no idea. What do you think about boy bands? I'd say some guilty pleasures, but most of the time, I'm not falling for that, man. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just to say I'm not a boy bands guy. I can tell you that right now. But I'm not. I'm not. Nah. Nah. I'm a music guy, so I probably know some people in some genres I shouldn't, and I probably, you know what I mean. Like I'm a big time music guy, as you guys know. But no, I'm not. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Definitely not doing it. For the love of money or resurrection. Oh man. For the love of money. For the love of money. Resurrection is cool, but that was kind of on the back end of them. They weren't in their bag at the same time. So for the love of money, absolutely. Plus, you got Easy on there with a different type of flow. Definitely for the love of money. Who do you think will blow up first if they don't win it all? Suns or Clippers? Clippers. Clippers will blow it up. The Suns, I think, are in it for a few years. They got some stuff, and they were at a disadvantage. They're starting to figure it out. They've done some good moves considering. Clippers definitely. You got Kawhi and PG going to opt out. Harden's a free agent. That has potential to go bad. And man, they better hope it doesn't because that'll be brutal. What's your Thanksgiving tradition? Food, outfits? Oh man, it depends where I'm at. Depends what I'm doing. Like if I'm going to like if it's just straight up like. To be honest, like the outfit changes. Like I got something I wear that's probably like a little nicer. When you're with family taking pictures, try to be a little bit more respectable, right? And then what comes down after eating, man, I usually throw on like that like depends. It's hot a lot of times out in LA, man, for Thanksgiving. So sometimes go to the Jordan shorts and like a tee after like you get out of the nice gear after you ate, you want to feel a little bit comfortable. But outside of that, I pretty much dress up early on, and then get comfortable later. And then traditions, obviously watching football, hanging out with family, listening to music. We play a lot of music. My family's a big music family. Is where I get it from. Big sports family too. We watch sports, and just and cook everything from scratch. Everything's bomb. Everything's fire. You know what I mean? And just talk a lot of trash. Talk about a lot of old memories. Make fun of each other. Talk about those we lost, things like that. Just good old family time. I don't get it as much as I should because my family's kind of scattered throughout the country. So when I get a chance to have everyone together for the most part, I take full advantage of it. What's your favorite white people song? I don't even know how to answer that, man. My favorite white. Oh my God, man! You can say I can't. The Suns don't have picks; they're all in there. They are all in. They are all in. Jesus, Katie, you threw me off there, man. Favorite guilty pleasure songs, man. I can't, man. YouTube will use this stuff against you, man. You got to be careful. We got to be careful. But as far as like white people songs, it'd be the classic rock. I'm a big classic rock fan. Uh, big classic rock fan as well. Um, but a lot of them, man, just a lot of them. Just there's just so many. Classic rock is my joy, or like classic rock / mellow rock. I never really got into like grunge. Up to grunge, I could do, but when it got into all that like crazy, like screaming, like once it got past like Metallica and all that, I kind of fell off rock. I kind of like the mellow rock and like the classic rock. Outside of that, not really my thing. That extended version of For the Love of Money is sick. That guitar riff, oh yeah, that guitar riff is crazy. Just like the Crossroads too. A lot of people don't know the version of Crossroads that everybody loves is not the real version of Crossroads. That's the remix, the DJ Unique remix. The original one was like, even though you gone, they still got love from Bone Bone. That one, that's the original Crossroads. That was on the original East 1990 Eternal. I still have that album. Then when Crossroads, the remix, the DJ Unique remix blew up, it got so big that they re-released the album with that on there as Crossroads, but that is not the original version. Then they came out with the remix to the remix with a verse from Flesh and Bone on it. So little history lesson there for Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. They had 3 versions of Crossroads. The main one was the original one, the one people probably have heard the least, and the middle one was the first remix that everyone knows to be Crossroads, but it is not the original one. Man, tell me I don't know my. Come on now. Is Vando really third most important Laker? Wow. Did I say that? Or are you asking? I don't know if he's the third most important Laker, but I think he's definitely their second most important defender. So I don't know if that puts him the third most important, but he's definitely important, absolutely important. And I think you're seeing it on the court. But third, I don't know if I'm willing to give him that. Do you unbutton your jeans if you're too full? Nah, man. I'll just change, bro. I don't unbutton jeans, man. Like I'll put on some sweats. I'll put on some shorts before I do that. I don't walk around like that. What star would you pair with AD in the future that's realistic? What's realistic? I don't know yet, but I would love like a SGA or like a Anthony Edwards or like Luka if things go wrong in Dallas, something like that. But I don't know. I don't know who's going to be available. But those would be the 3 guys that I'd absolutely be targeting. I'm not a fan of Trae Young to the Lakers though. My top 5 modern R&B guys. Your top 5? Not sure. Who are they? AD needs a scorer duo because he's just a defender in college. He does need a guy who can go get a bucket for sure. John B and Joe are slept on heavy. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Fun fact, I've actually been in the same recording studio with John B. Cool dude. Super cool dude. Had a lot of stories. He worked on several songs with Pac, so got some great stories out of him. Over there at Track and Play off of Cahuenga in Hollywood a couple times in there with him. So shout out to John B, man. Real cool dude. Joe's dope as well. Joe was super slept on. People know a couple of his hits, don't know his beat tracks, but I like Joe. Joe's music is fire. Lucy in the Sky TV. Lucy in the Sky TV. Oh, man. Favorite Christmas song? Oh, man. There's too many, man. There's too many damn classics, bro. Too many damn classics. When I was a kid, I ain't gonna front. The Chickmunks Christmas had me, though. And Snoopy. Obviously, that's why I got a beagle. The Snoopy Christmas stuff, man, when I was a kid. But too many classic Christmas songs. I don't really like a lot of the new ones. All the classic, like old, soulful, like Christmas songs. Katie, wild question. It is. People are all over the place. Yo, Jeff, do you like country? Heck, even country pop? I don't know about the word like, but like I said, I'm the son of a truck driver. So when you're on the road a lot out there on the road, especially when I was growing up, there's a lot of country music played. So I like the old school style country. A lot of the new country I didn't really listen to, but some of it I started hearing recently. It's okay. But I skipped, like, I hadn't really been locked into country for a while. But there's some I could deal with, a lot of the old stuff. But some of the new stuff I've heard, like my girl, believe it or not, randomly the other night was playing some new stuff, and I was like, "Well, who's that?" It's not too bad, but I haven't really been too tuned into it. But some of the new stuff is pretty cool. I liked what is that one? Tennessee Whiskey. I like that song. So that's kind of the new wave style country. I like that one. But some of the new stuff, but I prefer a lot of the old stuff, the classic stuff. What are some of your John B stories you got? I can't really get into some of them because although he would never probably hear this, he basically said, like, between you and I. So I can't repeat that, even though I know he'll probably never hear this. I still keep my word on that though. But he has some good ones, man. Some really good stories about Pac. But he would he just talking about like his generosity. And some things I can say, like his generosity, making sure he was good, making sure no one messed with him when they were recording. He made sure like he was good and he felt safe. And a lot of herbals in the room, if you know what I mean. But outside of that, like, they talked about a lot of stuff, and Pac let him in a little bit and kind of told him about some stuff. And there were some couple situations that that happened during during their time of working together, not between each other, but just some things that happened. But I can't really get into all that because, like I said, I'm a man of my word, and even though he'll never hear this, I just still don't want to break that promise. Are you still down, John B and Pac? Yeah, man, that's one. That's one. Couple of different versions of that one, but yeah, that was a good one. That was absolutely a good one. John B super slept on. I love that record, man. I still play it all the time. What's it? See, a lot of brothers want you, but the pleasure was mine. Yeah, Pac, man, that song right there was woof, fire. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Love the show. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Joe and Unit was the ish, and he begged that fine ass shorty from 106 and Bar. Yeah, 50 is loyal, man. He still rocks with him. That's why Joe has the theme song to Power, man. 50 spitting, but that's Joe on the hook. So he's still paying Joe. So 50 can be loyal when when he wants to be, and he can just make your life hell when he doesn't want to be. Rome was dope. Rest in peace to Rome. He passed away. Uncle Sam, remember Boyz II Men discovered him, and Keith Sweat. Yeah. First two, super slept on. Third one, legend. Look at this wide range of stuff up here. Come on, man. Where else are you going to get this? High usage guards to win championships in order of usage rate. MJ, Kobe, D Wade, Kyrie, and Curry. Yeah, I forgot about the D Wade part. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Yeah, man. FYF, man, I'm trying to be like you, man, putting in this work, brother. It's a grind, bro. It's a grind, but I'm trying to ride this momentum, man. The subs are starting to climb and feel like starting to make progress on the channel. So I appreciate you, man. I thank you for tapping in, man. I know you got a ton of channels that you could be on. And like I said, I appreciate you, man, and you being consistent with checking in. So definitely appreciate you. Obviously, I watch your channels all the time. But Lamont, I definitely want to pull up to your show and challenge anyone on the economics of basketball, bro, because some of those people be throwing that CBA around just like it's 3-letter word, but they got no substance behind it, so you know what I'm saying? So I would love to pull up and talk that CBA with some people, because people be putting out some crazy stuff out there. Obviously not you, but I'm saying, but some people be talking things and throwing it out there. I'm like, come on, y'all, man, read the books, bro. What's that you always say, Lamont? Do your research, man. You tell your people they got to do that research, man. But your show is fun, man. I always watch it. I watch it every time. We'll be having some long streams like me sometimes, man. I haven't hit like that 5-hour mark like you, man. But sometimes I hit that 3-hour mark and I'm like, yo. But the CBA stuff, man, I'm built for that, man. I really want to break down that stuff. I put a lot of work breaking down this new CBA. And I feel like a lot of people are using the narrative, but not really using the science. You know what I mean? So I want to knock that out. Ty Dolla $ign, Brett. He said Brett, Anderson .Paak, Bruno Mars, Frank Ocean. Top modern R&B cats right now. Modern R&B is a struggle for me, to be honest with you. Tennessee Whiskey is a classic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I didn't listen to a lot of new country. So when I came out, I kind of caught my ear though. John B. best song is They Don't Know. They Don't Know was good. What you say? My Boo is good too. I like that one too. He's got a lot of dope records, man. Especially his albums got some hidden gems on there. A lot of people don't know. FOF, you got to get Empire in the ring. He would cook your boy to. Hey, Reggie's my boy, man. Too, man. That's a weird dynamic, man. I feel like it's like when you go play ball and then some of your boys are guarding the other boys and they talking trash, man. I'm neutral, man. I'm neutral. I stay out of the beast. But at the end of the day, Africa's my guy. Reggie's my guy. You know what I mean? Like they're different. They're different aspects or different styles. You know what I mean? But debates, I've never been in any of the debates, man. So I might get cooked the first couple of times. But outside of that, like I talk sports all the time, obviously, right? But Lamont's style is something I would have to adapt to. I don't know. I'd have to figure out. Like I got to give you guys credit, Lamont and Africa, for the debates that you guys do. When it comes down to like a topic you don't agree with, and you still got to debate it. Like I'd have to learn how to do that. That would be crazy, man. I got to learn how to do that. But yeah, Lamont, if you're open for that, man, like go on there and just talk about that stuff, because I think a lot of people got it, and not even on some clowning or thinking I'm better than anybody. My thing is just like I think there's a lot of bad. I think there's a lot of bad information that people spew out about it. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? 3 letter no substance. 3 letter no substance. Yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to say, man. Would you rather be a Hall of Fame player without a ring like Melo, or a bench warming champ like Quinn Cook, Adam Morrison, and White Mamba? I'd rather be the Melo. Have the legacy, the personal legacy, have the bag, generational wealth, the respect for being a hooper. He didn't get the ring. That sucks, but I'd much rather be Melo than Quinn Cook, Adam Morrison, or White Mamba. Absolutely, 10 out of 10. If I have no substance debates. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not. No, that came out wrong. I'm not calling this channel no substance. I'm saying when some people talk about the CBA, when people talking their stats and talking about their gameplay, I get it. That's not what I'm saying. I hope I didn't come off like that. No substance debates. I'm talking about people talking about the CBA and on a lot of channels, not obviously not just FYF. On a lot of channels, dudes don't know what they're talking about, man. So I'll definitely throw my hat in the ring on anything to do with that. Hearing Dodgers are the favorites to sign Ohtani. Yo, man, you could be hearing it, you could be seeing it, you could be saying it, you could be repeating it, everything. They are absolutely the favorite to sign Shohei Ohtani. It's about to be happening. It's about to be in the bag. It's about to be done. He's about to be in that Dodger blue. It's happening. It's happening. Trust me. Blackstreet and 112. Oh my God. See, they're there, man. Those two right there. Yeah, 112. 112's original room 112 was fire. Blackstreet got some fire too, man. Super fire. I just listened to their album the other day. Blackstreet, Teddy Riley. Shout out to Teddy Riley, man. I feel like that dude was involved in so many different things. Super involvement in the overall culture, right? He doesn't get his due recognition, man. Jeff, you too respectful. You need to sprinkle some hate in there every once in a while. Nah, man, like I can talk, I can get passionate, I can get riled up, I can do all that, but it's really hard for me to get disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like I just really believe in respecting people, even your opponent. And talking trash, I'll talk trash, Africa. Like don't get it twisted. I will absolutely talk trash. Like if you actually talk to my boys, my peoples, like they'll be like, yo, you say these two, like people will be like, nah, this dude goes in. Like trust me. But you know what I mean? Like when I don't know someone like that, I always keep it respectful. You know what I mean? You never know what someone's going through, man. You know what I mean? So I try to keep it like that. FYF is an innovator in the game for online debates. Absolutely. I love his channel, man. I love his channel. Absolutely. He was FYF. It's funny because there's some channels when I went like the whole COVID without getting COVID, and I finally got it like last year, and I had it bad, bro. Your boy was roughed up, man. I was literally in a room by myself for 10 days. It was some dark days, bro. And like literally some of these channels got me through it. And it's weird because I didn't see a lot of them before. I wasn't really a YouTube guy. I went to YouTube for like some instructional stuff or like some stuff like ESPN, like stuff like that. But wasn't really a YouTube channel guy, like to watch all these channels. So like there's a lot of people I went in and like helped me get through it. And like Lamont, like I said, Lakers in 5. Even like I said, the locker room too. I was watching the locker room a lot. Like there was a lot of dudes that helped me get through a lot of that stuff, man. So that's what inspired me to do it. To be honest, was seeing those guys and the passion they had. I'm like, yo, I think I could do this. Wasn't sure, if I would ever do it or what the people's response would be, but it's going well. So I'm happy with that. 112 Cupid is so dope. Yeah, Cupid is a fire joint, man. Super fire. The Cupid got, 112 got so many bangers, bro. So many bangers. And man, that's one of my favorite albums right there, Room 112. I listen to that album all the time. Cupid is super fire, but there's so many. They got so many hits, bro. And then forget that all the hooks that they do and all the features and stuff they do, just super heat. Doing debates Saturday afternoon. Saturday, let me check what it is calendar wise. I think I'm working Saturday, so let me check. But I'll definitely hit you. I think I follow you on IG, so I'll hit you up and we'll go from there. But like I said, you know what I mean? It may not be ready for the debates, but I ain't going to duck it. You know what I mean? We'll see. I might get cooked the first couple of times because, those guys are a lot more seasoned than me. But talking ball, I can do it. But I see it like how sometimes those things are scored. Like you could rock it. It all depends on perception, right? So, we could definitely give it a go. Hey, Big Baby, you have a good night too, man. Thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. It's crazy how many hints R. Kelly gave throughout his career. Yeah, man, he was writing on himself for a while, bro. And I got a lot, man. I kind of got some insight on that stuff too. But a lot of people knew this for a long, long time, bro. Long time. First, Blackstreet with Dave Hollister better than Blackstreet with Mark Middleton. I get what you're saying, but Blackstreet was just fire. But you're right about that. Blackstreet still was dope though. But like the Lakers, the Dodgers need a new coach. Man, I don't blame the season on Dave Roberts, man. It's analytics, bro. And the Dodgers stick with it to the end. They just need to be more aggressive in the playoffs. What they do gets them to the playoffs, then they got to tweak it. I think Dave Roberts is a good coach, though. Hopefully, Lakers win a championship in 2024. Dodgers get better in the offseason. Yeah, well, Shohei Ohtani is definitely going to help with that. What's up, Ben5 Jeff? What's your favorite Christmas song? I don't have a favorite Christmas song. I don't have one. There's too many classics. Would you consider Nate Dogg R&B? His hooks were timeless. No, he's G-Funk. He's G-Funk. I want to consider him R&B. I would say he's G-Funk. Fire hooks, absolutely. But he's G-Funk. Go Lakers, absolutely. Aaliyah gone too soon. God rest her soul, man. Yeah, that one super, super gone too soon. God bless her, man. She was a star, absolute star. I remember the day that happened, man. I remember the day that happened. It was my sister, and she's my now sister-in-law. We were much younger, and it was her birthday party, and we were running around, and we heard it like on the news, and I remember it's like, yo, what? Like that's just crazy. Like what just happened? And like, yeah, I remember that day like it was yesterday. That was crazy. Shout out to Aaliyah, man. God bless her. Rest in peace, man. That was sad, man. But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I'm getting more and more like certified legends pulling up in the chat, man. That means your boys putting in work, man. It's getting recognized. So I love that, man. I love to see it. I love to see people respecting the grind. I definitely respect their grind. So it's mutual respect, and I love rocking with stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to getting into some of these debates, man. Some of these guys really know their hoops, really know their basketball. I just got to prepare myself because that's a different realm. You know what I mean? So, but I've gotta do it. I'll do some the debate prep. You know, I might do some sparring and see what that. They'll just pick a random topic I know will piss Africa off, and I'm sure that'll get me ready to go. We should be good. Jeff, do you listen to rap songs nowadays like Drake, Future, etc.? Obviously, if you're listening to hip hop and you're trying to stay involved in the culture, you're gonna hear Drake, you're gonna hear Future. So yeah, I listen to him. I don't hate on Drake, and I think he's incredible. You know what I mean? I like the guys that wrote their own stuff, even though some guys, even though they wrote their stuff, they had guys that help. But Drake I consider like just a mega star, like a pop star. Like he does rap and all this stuff, but he's so much bigger than rap. And the stuff that he does, he's just an entertainer. But his music is dope. Like I can rock with it. But I'm a boom bap lyricist, like dudes who really spit that type of guy. You know what I mean? Like if dudes spit and really still do it, like still bring it to the table right now. Like shout out to Static Selected and Show Off Radio. Like and listen to those dudes, like the dudes who really get out there and still do it. Shout out my brother Easy Money, Terminology. You know, the dudes like the Black Thoughts, like the dudes get out there and just rip through stuff and kill it. You know what I mean? Jada Kisses who's still out there killing it like it's nobody's business. Like those type of dudes. Those are the dudes I rock with. Kendrick and Cole is cool, but like I said, you really can't really drop too many quotables from them, man. Like Kendrick and Cole are really cool. I probably would take Kendrick over Cole. But Cole, like I said, drop a quotable from Cole, man. There's not really a ton. You know what I mean? Like he's cool, he's nice. But like Kendrick is filthy, obviously, but Kendrick is just so artistic and just so they both are kind of, but they're cool. But they stand out now because there's not a lot of dudes doing it right now. But there's a lot of dudes that if they would have came out, 20 years ago, they would just be like another dude rapping, to be honest with you. Yeah, Africa, exactly. That's all I gotta do, man. Just find a topic you're not gonna like. You're just gonna get pissed and roll with it. And I think you're looking for that, Africa. I think my first debate should be with Africa. That'd be dope because he's been looking for something to debate on me with because we get along too much and we agree on things too much. But if I take Africa out the gate, I'm probably gonna get slaughtered. So that'd be me sacrificing. Killer Mike new album surprised me, really good. Yeah, Killer Mike is a really intelligent dude too, man. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I checked it out, and I agree with you. I was kind of surprised off top. I definitely got to double back on that and check it out and give it a good listen. As you know, Lamont, because you be putting a lot of work and putting a lot of time into it. It's really hard to catch up on new stuff right now because you're focused when you're trying to do these shows and you're trying to get some marketing going, trying to get some artwork done, running other businesses and doing stuff. Sometimes when new music come out, and I'm one of those dudes when new music come out, I can't be disturbed and listen to it. I need to hear it. I need to zone in on it. I need to hear. I listen, I pay attention to the ad libs. I pay attention to the drop. I pay attention to everything in the track because it's artistic, right? And and so when I'm listening to something, I like to zone in, and I preferably like to hear it in the car. So to hear the best sound, like I feel like I can really zone out on it. Like when we used to make music and create after the studio, like they would bump it in the speakers. I'm like, let me get to the car. That was my best time to listen and really zone in on the track. I only listen to them nowadays. Only listen to them. Yeah, there's not a lot of spitters out today, really. I thought we was a duo, Jeff. You about to go. Nah, we a duo, man. We absolutely a duo. Like me and you rock heavy. But you keep saying we agree too much, and you get excited when we disagree on stuff. But that would be dope. Has he ever done like a tag team debate over there on FYF, like wrestling style? Has he ever done a tag team? He might have. So I know you guys have done one without like we've done like on the spot. So they did 2 rounds instead of the 3. So I've seen you guys do that. But has there ever been like a tag team, like a wrestling style event when it comes to the debates? Have you guys ever done that? If you have, I apologize. I'm just curious because me and Africa are definitely a certified duo, man. Certified duo. Because it's crazy because our levels of basketball with him being like of his age, of his era, and me of my era, and kind of the range that we can bring to the table is crazy. Let Me Some Public Enemy and a Tribe Called Quest. Q-Tip Fire. Yeah, they were. They were dope. They were cool. I like my hip hop. I liked a little bit more gritty, a little bit more raw, a little bit more street. You know what I mean? Was mine, but doesn't take away from the greatness. It just everyone has their preference, right? FYF reply to my messages. You about to fumble the bag like Pat Riley. About to take my talents to Milwaukee. Yo, Pat Riley fumbled the bag twice. Y'all heard that story, right? How they had a trade lined up to send Kyle Lowry to the Clippers at last season's trade deadline, but they couldn't get it done because Pat Riley took a nap and fell asleep before the end of the trade deadline. They couldn't wake him up, and they couldn't get the trade done. That is a true, absolute story, man. Okay, not yet. Okay, cool. I figured you would have had something like or talked about it. Definitely, you guys know what you're doing over there, obviously. But yeah, me and Africa would be a dope combo, man. Absolutely, absolutely. Jeff is not man, no, man. Cuba, man. I'm just like I said, I'm a melting pot, man. I got East Coast, I got Midwest, I got LA, hip hop, like everything, the culture, basketball, everything. I'm just very seasoned. You know what I mean? Like very cultured in a lot of different cultures, man. I'm very open-minded, asked a lot of questions. And like I said, man, a lot of things that once it caught my attention and caught my passion, like I stuck with it. And those communities were definitely more welcoming to me than some of my own communities, if you know what I mean, because of my interests and kind of like the things I had interest in and passionate about. So, I don't always just hang around those that look like me, right? I like to be around those who think like I think, and strive to be what I strive to be. And obviously, they can think differently. We can have different goals and things like that. But what I'm saying is like places where I feel comfortable and people that are going to push me and just So it's like, yeah. So it's just different cultures, and it just kind of just rubbed off on me. So it's kind of funny though. He said that. Big Daddy Kane was disgusting. He was dope as hell, man. Super, super dope. Kane was dope before his time, really, lyrically. Young Africa, is that a Dame bar? He's been going after Dame this season, though. He's been low key going after him. You don't have to be humble. Everybody, why everybody keeps saying me I'm too humble, man? What? Why everybody keeps saying I'm too humble? Like, I don't think I'm too humble, man. I really don't. There was an NBA game in Mexico City today. Yeah, and it was a good one too. 1-point game. 1-point game. I'm not over humble though, to be honest with you guys. I'm really not. I'm just chill. You know what I mean? And until I get like really pushed, until I get like, you know what it is though? I don't think I haven't been hit with too many trolls yet. I haven't been hit with too many people coming at me crazy. I think once that happens, you might see like a little bit of a side of me pushing, but for the most part, I ignore negativity. But this YouTube thing I've seen a lot of people have to put up with. And I'm gonna have to at some point, hopefully, Lord willing, if my channel gets big enough, there's some point I'm gonna have to deal with that at some point, I'm sure. So that'll be a test. That'll definitely be a test. For sure. Man, nah, man. This is crazy. Oh yeah, shout out to Search, man. Shout out to Search. He held it down earlier, absolutely. Search is a hardworking man, man. He's chilling tonight, the well-deserved night off, but he was taking care of around the league earlier. So shout out to him, absolutely. I told him I was going to do double duty tonight because I did the group panel earlier and around the league for our show over there. And then, I had said I was going to come back and do this tonight because I've been trying to stay steady with the live shows and keeping it up with the chat. When I do the panels, it's hard for me to stay up with the chat and keep one-on-one with the chat, which I like to do. So if I do the panels where I do around the league or something like that, or I'm doing an interview where I got multiple guests, I'm always going to fire back and circle around and get the chat involved because I know that's important to me because I value that. His real name is the Jeffrey. We all know that. That's crazy, man. And to be fair, it's not Jeffrey, it's Jeffrey. R-E-Y. R-E-Y. Come on, Shane. Don't misspell my name. Spell my name right. Shout out to Static Selector. But grew up with Run DMC, Sugar Hill Game, New York. Yeah, ahead of his time. Yeah. See, like I rock him, man. Like all those Cool G rap. Like, see, I wasn't old enough to hear all them do, but I heard them like later when the older homies were playing them, and I paid attention when I started listening to it. Cool G rap. Like, the first time I heard Nas, man, the first time I heard Snoop Dogg for being a West Coast dude who was rapping like he did. DJ Quick, I liked a lot too. But there's a lot of dudes like when you heard for the first time, and I was like, wait a minute. Like, I remember the first time I heard Pac on same song, and I just turned around like, whoa, who's that? I remember thinking like, wait, what? Like, hold on, just the energy he rapped with and his charisma. And I was like, yo, what the? I remember the first time I heard Big L, the first time I heard Jay-Z, the first time I heard Biggie. Oh my God. Like there's so many dudes. The first time I heard him was the first time I heard Eminem. Even the first time I heard 50 Cent, man, I was like, I'm a big 50 Cent dude, man. There's just dudes that when I heard, like, I was like, man, I miss those days, man. I really do miss those days. Music was such a big part of my life, man. Such a big part of my life. They used to call me Boom because I'd be walking around with a boombox all the time, and they would hear me coming. So like, I hear the boom, like here comes boom, like because all my music would always be loud. Still to this day, they're like, why your music so loud, man? What? Because I just like loud music, man. I don't know what it is. There we go. There we go. There we go. Spell check is your friend, man. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. People spell it differently. People spell Jeffrey with a G. That just trips me out. I don't know what they're doing with that. Hey, can you break down the DJ Quick and MC8 beef? Just Compton stuff, man. He breaks it down in the song. Like you listen to like what dollars and cents, and what's the other one that he does? That it's just some street stuff and some petty stuff and typical stuff with rappers getting at it that are from the same neighborhood, got different business associates. Things always go one way, go this way. But there's some stuff that happens between them that probably shouldn't be spoken about, to be honest with you. MC8 is slept on too. MC8 is slept on. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. He was dope. He was cool. Obviously not a heavy hitter, but he was cool. But yeah, man. Let's see. Can you break down? Okay, that's I got to that one. My bad. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, man. This being the second show tonight. I gotta get up real early tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all for rocking. Got an hour and a half in tonight. Didn't think I was gonna do the stream this long, but y'all, like I said, y'all made it very entertaining for me. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. So shout out to everyone who turned into Around the League earlier. Shout out to everyone who turned into the stream tonight. Shout out to everyone who's turned in on the PSF app with me and Dan, the Laker fan, live calling the Laker games and our weekly show on Lakers Kingdom. Like I said, I'm really trying to stay consistent. I'm putting in all this work, man. My voice is starting to cut out here, but I'm still here. I'm still doing it. So thank y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy your Friday. Y'all have a safe night. Hope the Lakers get this win tomorrow, and I will definitely catch you guys on here tomorrow night. So y'all be safe. Enjoy yourself, and catch you guys tomorrow. Go Lakers.